Alright guys, so you're gonna get my first reaction to all the news that came out this morning from the Dokkan fan meeting as it pertains to the 9th anniversary on JP. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And huge shout out to Air Dokkan over on Twitter. And if you're watching the video, man, I hope you're doing pretty good. I haven't talked to you in a while. Hope you're doing pretty good. Anyway, so what do you guys think about the reveals that we saw and the things that we got? Are you excited about this stuff, etc.? I came back before the worldwide celebration. Like, the worldwide didn't bring me back. That's kind of a little bit of a misconception because it brought back other people, but it didn't bring me back. I kind of came back for a while. I dropped a few videos after the worldwide celebration ended, like most notably. I think I took, who was it? Murasaki into Red Zone. That was kind of fun. If you didn't see it, check it out. It kind of didn't really get a lot of play, but it is what it is. He's freaking Murasaki, but it was a fun throwback video. And you know, I had a little bit of fun, but I'll admit that I haven't really played much in the last like month and a half because I didn't really care about anything that they were doing. Like, I kind of got tempted to come back and play a little bit for like Heroes and new content for that, because Heroes is always cool. You know, they come out once a year, they rerun the old characters, which was also pretty big for me. I did do a couple of summons, but I didn't really care about much else. I didn't really like 21, didn't really care about that. You know, just they dropped that Gohan and Piccolo that I did try to get, didn't get them. Like, I didn't really, in the last couple of months, care much about stuff. They had that triple character, which I saw was pretty good if I recall correctly, but didn't really do it for me. So just, you know, but I am anticipating being back for content for the upcoming anniversary, so stay tuned. All right, so long explainer out of the way. Let's hop right in. We're going to be going through Air's tweets. There is a general recap one, some other stuff. I do know some of the stuff here. For the record, I thought this was really cool. I thought this was really, really cool. So with the fan meeting event, they did give out this poster and stuff like that. And this Gogeta card art is amazing. So Gogeta is the new login unit. So every year when you log in, they do give out a character. Traditionally, up through the first 7, it was just, you know, Goku and stuff like that holding a Dragon Ball. And in this one, since there's not 9 Dragon Balls, what did we get for 8? I wasn't playing at that time. Anyway. Since there's no 9, it's just Shenron shaped like a 9. That's pretty cool. I like it. So that Gogeta, look at him, always grabbing that vest like that. Oh man, that logo with only Gogeta is sus. I don't know exactly what it's talking about. So I believe that Air was at the event, as you can see by like the background and stuff, but maybe not. I'm guessing that he was. The 9th anniversary theme is Super. So you see right here, we do have an image of the SSR character that we're getting. The anniversary is going to be themed after Super, but that's not the only thing that they're kind of doing here, and that's not really the only way this will kind of be, you know, shaken out, is from what I understand. But again, I could be proven to be incorrect, but we'll see what happens here. So the 9th anniversary logo there. Okay, all right, I like it. It's kind of weird to see Gogeta like being the solo on the logo as like a free character for the login as the logo. Is that something they traditionally do? Actually, I feel like I've seen those before. This is like the type of thing that I haven't really cared as much about, like especially since I've been gone. But I never really cared a lot about like the logo changes and all that stuff in either game all that much. The logo, the app icon, like I don't really care about that stuff. Countdown campaign, shout out to my boy Super Saiyan God Goku. Just cause, no real reason. Bosses category, okay. DBS bosses, oh, that's a fun one. I'm actually like low-key kind of surprised that they don't already have that. Like, I low-key kind of surprised, but not really. Kind of, but not really. But well, okay. I assume that any, like, you know, characters like Broly, for example, like this guy on the screen, will wind up on that category, right? Because he is from Dragon Ball Super. So who would that be? Would that be like Hit? Would it be it would just be like Resurrection F? Beerus? It would be, it's not really all that much. I guess like relative to the main series, it's kind of comparable, right? There's not like a ton of like boss characters from their like regular Dragon Ball Z series. So I guess it's kind of comparable because we have more. You have like Goku Black. There's like maybe like 6 or 7, right? And then who would that be for Hero? Like, who is that? Because the Gammas weren't really bad guys. I don't know. Who is it for Hero? There's not a Cell Max character, is there? There's not a Cell Max. At least not a playable one. I know there's a boss, a couple bosses, right? So who is it? I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure that actually if I look through this, maybe there's a movie boss's like character from that movie already. But I actually wouldn't be surprised if there isn't, because like I said, it's kind of like a weird one. Anyway, moving on, let's get back to the list. Easy A for STRLRUI Goku. So, dude, what was it? A couple of months back, I was playing, and I was saying that those UI Gokus are terrible. STR LR UI Goku is just so damn outdated. When did he come out, in 2020? I'm not gonna pull his page up. But also that 6th year anniversary Goku seemed like he would be getting an EZA, so he probably still will, because what is the typical gap between years that they give us EZAs for those anniversary characters? It's about 3 years, right? They probably will still at some point. EZA for that STR Goku is pretty nice, though. They started playing Blizzard after to reveal this. Oh, that's pretty epic. That's epic. That is so cool, bro. That is so cool. And the thing about it is I had the page open. I believe this is the first DBS Super Saiyan Broly exclusively or specifically since the original one came out in 2018, right? Is this the only other one? Right? Unless there's like a transforming character that I'm not seeing, but even then he would still be on this section of this page. There were other ones like this one that kind of came out a little bit later. I mean, technically, right? Technically, there's also the Trio LR that came out in like, what, 2020. Broly doesn't really get a lot of characters, like, in hindsight. Actually, he doesn't. Like, kind of never really has. It's kind of weird. But he did get a couple of characters in the last year, literally, with this character and then also the Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker. But to see Broly getting a new Super Saiyan variant is super hype for all the Broly fans. I know Nano was pretty hype. So, like, I would have loved to have been able to do a literal first reaction to this, but I already saw it. Because I woke up and I tweeted, what did I miss? It's funny because it was a one-off thing, because I was out of the loop. I wasn't expecting this. It was kind of like a one-off thing. I woke up and tweeted, hey, what did I miss? Like, because I saw people going crazy on the timeline, but I didn't really see exactly what it was. And then I'm bombarded with images of these guys. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? The one time, like, I never even tweet that. The one time I tweet that, I get the response, and it's actually like crazy hype stuff. And I would have freaking absolutely tried to. Well, I don't know that I could have. I don't know. Actually, I don't think there's any videos out. Is there? They didn't put any videos out. Otherwise, I would have it open. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure there's no videos. This is just like a preview. Maybe there's a video showing these characters. That's probably it, but not showing their animations, because I saw a tweet saying that they teased animations or something like that at this event. I'll see if there's that in a minute. Let me just see if I can go through here a little bit more. So the full-on artworks. Oh, I didn't see the artworks. Oh, look at the Super Saiyan Blue in the. Oh man, I had a burp. Super Saiyan Blue in the background, man. Oh, by the way, Super Saiyan Gogeta looks so good. Like, he actually looks really good. You know what it is he doesn't have that huge old Vegeta freaking forehead. he doesn't have, like, Gogeta doesn't really have that all the time, but Super Gogeta, I feel like, is more inclined to get that than Super Saiyan Gogeta. There's not really a difference, but there is a difference in, you know, which version we're talking about, so hopefully you got the distinction. So yeah, I feel like that's what it is. But Super Saiyan Gogeta here, the aura around him, all of it looks so damn good. I'm not the biggest Broly guy, but I will say I like this Broly more than the other one personally. Leave a like if you agreed, leave a dislike if you don't. I don't care what you do, but if you don't agree, let me know why. Anyway, you know what I would probably say is he's not as raw or unhinged, right? But I do like the character of this Broly a lot more. Anyway, regardless, it's cool to see him getting another variation. And you know what it is? It's taking me back to when the movie aired and when we got their initial releases and how hype it was back then. All the fanfare, the V-Jump leaks, and then, like, also, wasn't there, like, a Gogeta, like, super attack asset that was used for, like, the character arts, if I recall correctly? Because that never wound up being an actual character card in the V-Jump, right? Like, so it's taking me back there. And it's also really making me think, dude, how long has it been? It's been, like, over 5 years. Good Lord. Dude, time flies so fast. It's crazy. You know what it is? As I've gotten older, time flies faster. It flies a lot faster. And then when I had kids, dude, it's just like boom, boom, boom. So it's making me like really like reflect. So that Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta art is really nice. It looks a lot like I've seen it before. That exact art, I've seen it somewhere. It's kind of, I feel like it's kind of similar to the Legends one, but that's not what I'm thinking about. Maybe there's a DBS card or something. I've seen that exact stance art, all of it. Not so much with the Broly. Maybe the front-facing art of Broly, but not the background one. But the back art of Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta I've seen before. But it looks really nice. I really like the front art, back art thing that they're doing with these LRs. Ooh! Ooh! Hey, Broly looks sick. Broly looks sick. Bro, and oh my god, Gogeta's got 2 different ki blasts in his hand, the colors. Is that what he does in the movie? That scene is so fast that I didn't even notice that. Does he really shoot off 2? Like, it's just a bunch of blue blasts, isn't it? What? That looks clean. It's such a minor detail, though. Okay, well, it looks like they kind of, like, flash into each other. That's really cool, though. I like that a lot. I like this a lot, dude. This is great art. I also always love when they do these opposing arts like this, where the characters are like either facing each other back to back or things like that. Almost like a versus type of thing, right? I really love when they do that. That's really cool. There was a third one here. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, it expands a lot. And it does seem like it's kind of turning into one. Okay. Maybe that's like a Kamehameha or something. I'm not like, you know, I don't know exactly what he's doing there. Anyway, though, that's really hype. Dokkan original for Gogeta, it seems. Oh, the attack, is that what it is? Is that an original attack? Is Gogeta really a carnival? A Gallic Kamehameha? That's why I was kind of confused by it. Is that what it is? Because I was like, dude, he's got 2 different energy attacks in there. That would make sense. Because he does a move similar to that where he just shoots a bunch of like blasts before he does a Stardust Breaker or whatever, your Soul Punish or whatever. Okay, yeah, that's cool though. If that's a Gallic Kamehameha or whatever, that's really freaking dope, man. Also, the art looks really nice. I like it a lot. Dokkan original there, live streaming for January 28th. So the anniversary is still literally a week away from today. So, well, I guess from yesterday because Japan time. But yeah, that's exciting. That's really exciting. Broly is a Dokkan Fest exclusive. Gogeta is a carnival. Ooh, I noticed, haven't they done this like one other time? Is this like the second or third time that they've done this dual thing? And for the record, the first time they did this, it was super controversial. I saw this has 72 replies to it. I'm sure it's controversial as hell. Look at it. Worst format in the game. No one wants Gogeta as the carnival unit. Yeah, carnival's kind of bleh. At least in my opinion. Beast is the only one who could push Gogeta off being a Dokkan Fest exclusive. Oh my god. Who is the reply to this? My boy Gogeta already has so many Dokkan Fest exclusive, he's just giving Beast a chance. If he is part 2. I'll talk about that in a minute. Comments are dumb. Y'all were hype AF when Metal Cooler Duo dropped with Metal Cooler. Money speaks to that worldwide is top 3 selling part 2 ever. Is it that successful? Wow. So he's saying that I guess that's when they did it for the first time and it was super successful. Aren't anniversaries always dual Dokkan Fest? Yeah, that's kind of also where it's a little bit weird, is they shifted the format for the anniversary, right? Because anniversaries are always single or double. Basically means Beast Part 2 dual Dokkan Fest. Well, it's Dokkan, they have a massive L, whatever, I'm not gonna... I didn't finish reading it. What are the chances that UI Sign is featured on the Carnival banner? Please make him featured. I don't have the characters. Oh, you mean the STR UI Sign? I do have a copy of him, but no dupes. That's also why he was garbage. Absolute garbage. Chance that no Beast could be UI and Jiren Part 2. Oh my god. So it is interesting to see the Carnival banner be in Part 1. It's almost like they shuffled it, right? Because typically that would be like a Part 2 banner. For my recollection anyway. So it's almost like they shuffled it. I'm kind of wondering if Part 2 is going to be a dual Dokkan Fest. Not just like a solo banner, but another like dual Dokkan Fest, literally. Where it's something like Beast and whoever, right? He could be Beast MUI, like a lot of people were predicting. Things like, it could be a lot of different things. And that would fit the criteria of all DBS, right? You're not hitting Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Super or GT. You're just hitting DBS. So it could be something like that. Or maybe this game doesn't have like a magenta that goes like transform. They don't really necessarily need it because it's freaking Dokkan. They don't have to do that, but I would like to see it. I'm pretty sure there's no Cell Max. I would just like to see it. It would be funny. They don't have to go the route that Legends did because Legends got screwed. Like they can't make Cell Max playable. At least not currently anyway. We'll see what happens in like 5 years, right? It seems they'll get it easy during the countdown. I'm not sure. Okay. During the countdown, that's what? Sooner than later, huh? The card animations. Okay. Ooh, that's... Oh, you know what this art does? This art perfectly captures that scene. Oh my god, the shattering effect too? And then he's in that alternate dimension there, right? Whatever the hell happened in the movie where they're like What is the like headcanon explainer of that? Like they're just like going so fast they break the sound barrier and are in an alternate. Like what is happening there? This is really clean though. That is so clean. But I was saying that first part of the art perfectly encapsulates the scene, because doesn't he rise up from the bottom right here? I haven't seen this movie since it aired, but I need to watch it again. But yeah, that's awesome. At least my recollection of it. And I love the aura effect here. How it flashes and it just goes around him further. Ooh, I love this. I love that. Oh, and the lightning popping it. Oh, that is so clean. It doesn't even look like a card art. Like it just flat out looks like a scene from the show here. That is clean, bro. Like if there was subtitles, I would think that's the anime almost. Like it's not as fluid, like there's not movement of the character, it's just kind of the effects. But still, even the Broly shot, not as grandiose to me. It's not as flashy, I guess, but it's still really nice. Really, really nice. Although this is already like his full power version. Isn't there supposed to be like a Broly variant that's just the other Broly variant, right? Because that would be the counterpart to Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Anyway, maybe there's another one. Yeah, see, it's the counterpart to this one. Where's the other Broly? Did he not retweet it, maybe? Maybe Pro Digital here had it, and it didn't get retweeted. Here it is, yeah. Ooh. Oh, that is clean. I almost don't like the Broly art in the background there. I like it here though. I almost don't like it right here. Why? Because it looks like he's about to squish him or something. Like he looks like a freaking Godzilla version of him in the background coming to squish him. But everything else I love. It doesn't look bad. I just think it looks kind of funny. And then right here where it's the main focus looks really clean. I like this a lot. The arts are so insane now. The animation of the arts is so insane now. All right, and for you guys that have been playing more while I haven't and stuff like that, I've been caught up. Maybe that's not like as crazy, but for me, I just instantly think of like old school Dokkan, the first LRs, things like that. These just look so much better. They use a chain battle artwork for the countdown campaign, and RIP chain battle. I did see that they ran their last one recently. Oh, okay. 9-year anniversary is going to be Gogeta versus Broly. Gohan versus Cell Max, according to my sources. Oh my god, Tune. I'm gonna retweet it. Shout out to the homie Tune. And he said, "Dear doubters, warning, bad language. Cannot wait to post this again once they show part 2. Oh my god. This link give you data about your account. Okay. I don't know. I guess it's how much stamina you spent, things like that. Oh, your player ID. Maybe how many days you've logged in a row, how long you've been playing, just general stuff probably. Easy A's for these guys, aren't they free characters? Summonable for you, okay. And I was gonna say, isn't there one more character, and it was Broly and Peragus. Shout out to the homie, Broly and Peragus ran. I used to run them so much, man. He said, wait, in all caps. Why? Why? What was the wait for? What was the wait for? What happened? They really revealed some animations and confirmed Easy A's too. Patience fans be like, all right, so I guess that's kind of it. So it seems like some statements have been made. Oh, this was a really big deal. So they are doing Easy A V2. That's really, 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 really huge news. That's really, really, really huge news. They're easy-ing Easy A's. Well, I don't want to say they're easy-ing Easy A's. We'll read the post, but basically they're buffing older Easy A characters. Think about all of the old Easy A characters that got Easy A's years ago and just are garbage, that just are basically unrunnable, like STR Gogeta. Terrible. Well, once upon a time when he got his Easy A, was super duper good. but that dude is literally what, the first year anniversary character? Like, I mean, what do you expect? He's that old. But think about all those characters like that. Can we get a real good Easy A for Super Saiyan 3 Broly? or a balance change, if you will, right? So anyway, seems like some statements have been made. They plan to announce even above the Extreme Easy A in the near future. So there's that. PvP content is not planned to be implemented. Yeah, I don't know why that. I guess somebody asked about that. I mean, I feel like that's pretty obvious. 9 years into the game that they don't plan on adding PvP. Survey on whether you'd like to use pre-awakening illustrations, etc. Ooh, okay. So there's gonna be, I don't know, okay, so I don't know the extent of this. If they're literally going to make any visual changes to the characters, you know, any sort of art changes. I don't think anything like that really is gonna happen and stuff like that. He mentioned, actually, pre-awakening means like the SSR art, things like that. That actually could be kind of cool if you have a toggle to switch it. And oh my god, remove the diamond background, right? But I don't know like the extent the EZA or above the EZA is going to be, whatever it is, how it's going to look. If they're going to give them the same stat gain, you know, the stat gain characters get when they get the EZA and stuff like that. I don't know if they're going to give that same template to all the characters, or if it's going to be a tuned down version of it. Will the characters just have some sort of like cookie cutter passive increase, or will they have literal enhancements to their kits that are going to make them so much better in most of the content? I don't know how, like, what I'm saying is I don't know how liberal they'll be with it, or if they're going to go above and beyond or things like that, or if they, because when it comes to balancing older characters versus new content, you have to be able to make them good enough, but also not too good, because you don't want them to eclipse the power of your newer releases, right? That's something that Dokkan, or that Legends really struggled with for like a year and a half, where they were like, you know, they were trying to find the right balance to doing balance changes, and then they were like, okay, well, these aren't working out, so let's just scrap this, and then let's make Zenkais so we can make the characters stronger, and then we get some monetary gain from it. But they messed up, because while they hit their goal, they made them too strong, and so for like a year or a little bit over a year, they were unable to reclaim the power balance from Zenkais, because the characters were just so damn strong, and they had to ultimately nerf the hell out of Zenkais that came out after that, and up the power scale of new characters to be better at lower star levels versus those EZAs that were at higher star levels due to requirements anyway. So like the balancing, it's a very different situation, but not all that different. The reason why it's different is because Dokkan is PvE. It doesn't matter as much. It doesn't matter anywhere near as much. So when you say, okay, I don't know how much they're going to balance these characters. In this game, you really don't have to have that much balance, because you're only playing against yourself and trying to beat your own times or things like that, beating the same content repeatedly. It's not PvP based, right? So it's kind of weird. But at the same time, in that same vein, they still clearly don't break every character that they release, because there is some level of integrity that they have to have, because they don't want every new character to be better than all the other ones, and then when they EZA characters, they purposely don't make them better than newer characters, because obvious reason, money, right? So kind of weird. I'm not sure how, and the point is with these older characters have already, especially when they got like an EZA or an awakening in any game where they get balance changes, especially if it's not a game that does repeated balance changes, like either of the Dragon Ball games, things like that. Some like MOBAs and stuff, they'll keep tweaking these characters, but the Dragon Ball mobile games aren't doing that. They'll give them one and like call it quits. Legends will give an equip. Dokkan gives skill orbs like minimally, I guess. Do they even have like characters? Yeah, they do. They have some character specific skill orbs, I believe. But like, you know, when they do that, they don't really do that too often or too hard. So I'm not really sure. But the main thing I want to say is that this is a huge deal. This is like almost the biggest news. It probably is the biggest news that I personally have seen. I could have missed something since the announcement of the sync, which is like a sore spot, because that was clearly announced like 7 or 8 months too soon. Anyway, moving on. So the art thing is cool though. The ability to use the extra art is pretty cool. They showed a portion of Gogeta and Broly's animations, okay, but I am assuming that there's no leak for that. Yeah, okay, so we'll see that in a week. So that's cool. They're currently planning this event at the fan meeting. I'm not sure what this event is. Is it some hard content or whatever the case is? I'm not sure. Okay, it's in the keys. Okay, the fan meeting ended. As we already know, it was forbidden to take photos of the content shown on the site. However, the players' presence and at the event assure us that Gogeta seems to have many original and excellent quality animations. Let's hope so. Okay, so I guess Air wasn't there. He's just kind of translating. He's kind of gone after or been posting and stuff like that from other people. So this player here was not able to post actual images and stuff. But it does appear that there are animations and stuff in there. So that's really, really cool. All right, so thanks once again, Air. I appreciate it. Let's see what Goresh had to say as a summary to kind of summarize the video as well. And again, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe and follow my guys over on Twitter. The theme of the 9th anniversary is Super. However, this doesn't mean that everything will involve stuff from from DBS, excuse me. Well, same thing. There may be other interpretations of Super that they use to decide on content to implement during the. What does that mean? Does that mean like Super Saiyan? Like, could they just tag if the anniversary is themed on Super? Could they go and be super semantic about it and be like, here's Super Saiyan for Goku? It's Super, right? You see, like, I don't expect that. But like, what's the line? What's the boundary? The background of the base Gogeta login character is Shenron, who they made to look like the shape of a 9. Yeah, I called that out. There will be a random login bonus during the countdown campaign. LRSTRUI Goku will be easying before the anniversary starts during the countdown. Okay. The phasing that Omatsu used to describe that Gogeta and Broly can transform slightly, phrasing, excuse me, implies that they transform via passive skills and not actives. Transform when the conditions are met, but there's no actual confirmation on this. Okay, I'm kind of torn on those. Which do you prefer? I guess it kind of depends on the character, like whether you would rather have it automatic versus actives. I always go back to like the Int Future Gohan. I love him pre-transformation. He got easy during Worldwide, right? Where he already had, but he's got like a strong support passive I like to use a lot. So I would take him into teams that didn't fit the criteria to allow him to transform, so I could get that support passive. But because otherwise he just automatically transforms and it's not in your control, and he completely shifts playstyles. So like I always like the control ability that actives give, to where if you meet the criteria, you can choose to proc it or not. Omatsu acknowledges that the fact that they haven't released a full power Broly since the movie first released. Dude, I literally called it out. In 6 years almost. Well, it's really 5. It's just the calendar like shifted over. Now we're in 2024. It's like 5 and some months, right? Since the movie first released, so he hopes that all the Broly fans are pleased with the character selection. Gogeta has a new skill called Target Focus. Is that Target Goku? Is it? Dude, I always look at these tags or these categories, and I'm just like, what even was the point of producing? There's much worse ones than that. Well, like, what even is the point? I instantly thought of Target Goku. In all seriousness, though, that sounds really cool. Like, I wonder what that could be. Post your theories down below how that could work. It's not a tag; it's a skill, like a passive skill or an ability. A new Dokkan commercial will air to coincide with the televising of the Broly movie next week. So, that's cool. They're gonna run the Broly movie again next week, and right when that movie is going, or right after, whatever, they're gonna debut these new characters. That's kind of cool. Nice little tie-in. Also, I always love the Dokkan commercials. Those are always top tier. I love them all the time. All right, guys. So we are going to conclude all of the news from the 9th anniversary, or for the upcoming 9th anniversary, but for the fan meeting. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And again, stay tuned because I will be posting content throughout the anniversary.